second game in today's doubleheader. This time we've got the Lady Tigers going against the PCHS Pirates out of Guilford. We saw this same matchup on the boys' side just a few minutes ago, and it came out the Dexter Tigers won that one. So we'll see if the Tigers on the lady side can complete the sweep or if the Lady Pirates can come away with the win today. My name is Zach White. I'm joined by Mark Kellen on the commentary today, and this should be a good one, Mark.
It certainly should. We saw this Dexter girls team the other night, and they put on an offensive show led by Peyton Grant with her 34. Jocelyn Page also had a big game. Cheyenne Beam had a good game. They had a pretty balanced attack. Expect things to be a little bit closer tonight. This PCHS team, these two teams are used to each other. Usually it's a low-scoring game, defensive battle. Expecting more of the same tonight. And, PCHS is led by Elizabeth Kendall. She's a junior for them, and she put up some big numbers last year, and expecting more of the same this year.
Yeah, actually, if you were able to join us during the broadcast on the boys' game at the halftime, we had the Lady Tigers coach on, Jody Grant, and he kind of talked about always wanting to improve day after day, game after game, as most coaches do, but he definitely is something that he really touches on. And I asked him, out of that performance where you come out and you score 72 points, what is there to improve upon? And he immediately stressed to me defense. We need to work on being more consistent on the defensive side, and that the defense could be much better than what it was. And if that's the truth, this team could be very scary because their defense was pretty sharp and sound that game, and I expect them to improve. I expect to see several improvements in different areas, maybe get some more players involved, get some more confidence going. We actually saw a decent amount of Callie Gudrow, which I just want to give a shout out to her. The freshman came in, pulled double duty last game, played a lot in the JV game, and then actually had a decent impact in the varsity game, had 4 points, made impact plays, and it's just nice when you can get young players involved, which is another thing that Coach Jody Grant talked about and discussed during that halftime report.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. He mentioned it at halftime. I expect this team to improve defensively. I don't think he was too thrilled that, the 3 quarters that the starters played, that MCI scored in double digits in all those quarters. Definitely one of the staples of his teams throughout the years has been defense, and I expect some of that tonight. And on the other end, I expect PCHS to play a good game defensively. Peyton Grant, as good as you get in the state, especially Class C, but they have played her plenty of times before, and I expect them to have a game. Coach Gar and the Pirates have a game plan coming in.
Absolutely, and you mentioned this a few minutes ago, but you said these two schools are very familiar with one another, as it was something that I echoed on the boys' side as well. These two schools definitely know how to play against one another, and the coaching matchup, Coach Gaw versus Coach Grant, they both kind of have a similar understanding of the way the other one's going to operate, and it's going to be interesting to see. It's almost like a chess match where you kind of know what the other person might be doing, and you just got to make the right moves and counter the right way, and we're going to see if the Tigers can come out and do that in this one. A couple of key players I expect to have to watch on the Dexter side. Payne Grant. I mean, that goes without saying. Anytime she steps onto a basketball court, you know she's an immediate threat to go off for 30 or more. She went off for 34 points last game in a very impressive performance. But another player that got our unsung hero player of the game last game was actually Cheyenne Beam. Cheyenne Beam, very impressive, being able to do a lot of different things on the court. Not just scoring, but a bunch of different things that help impact the game and really lead to a winning formula. So the combination of those two was definitely very impressive. Senior leadership to be expected. Another player that really stepped up last game, and I mentioned at the beginning of the last game versus MCI, I expect this player to have some sort of impact, some type of impact. I wasn't sure what that was going to be, but knew this player was going to make some growth, and growth she did, and that is Jocelyn Page. Jocelyn Page just had a tremendous effort last game, coming out and scoring 20 points. A lot of good synergy between her and Grant. A lot of what Grant likes to do is on the perimeter, being able to break down defenders and snap off some nice shots from three, and being able to capitalize very easily from the three-point line, as she is a tremendous shooter. When you have someone like Jocelyn Page, who at least last game was super consistent inside, being able to score in the post, and she found a home on that left block, and she really capitalized on that quite easily. And the tandem of her and Grant was super fun to watch on the it's going to be interesting to see for me, not as familiar with the Pirates, on the Pirates side, how they're going to be able to combat that offensive style that the Tigers imposed last game. But, Mark, any key players you're looking for on the Pirates side?
Yeah, mentioned it a little bit earlier, but Elizabeth Kendall, she did a good job. I mean, she's a post presence, and she can shoot a little bit outside. She put up good numbers last year. Expect more of the same this year. Other starters for the Pirates are Sydney Hutchins, Martina Hill, Megan Lemio, and Briley Ricker. Those are the starters for the Pirates. And, expect, as I said, Kindle to be tough. Hutchins, she did a good job. She's a good guard. And they got a solid start lineup. And the numbers aren't, huge in the program side. They only got 10, but they all should see some playing time.
Yeah, absolutely. And anytime you get into that territory, you get more consistent that way in a sense because you get a lot of experience, you get a lot of opportunities, so it helps you grow as a player. So it's going to be interesting to see if that plays a role in tonight's game. Really quickly, I want to give a shout out to the sponsors who have helped make all of this possible. First and foremost, this pregame show and the title sponsor of our program is Black Bear Crane. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons, from roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today. And really quickly, I want to give a shout out to a pair of new sponsors to the season. Something that we've added to the season is Our Family Restaurant Player of the Game and the Jersey Subs Unsung Hero of the Game, which the Our Family Restaurant Player of the Game, as you may expect, goes to the player with a very impressive performance. And as we found out in the previous matchup we just broadcast for you guys, it can go to the losing team and a player from the losing team, as we saw Kobe Gilbert get the Our Family Restaurant certificate last game, as he just went nuclear, scored 31 points, and really came close to bringing that one all the way back for the Pirates. But the unsung hero player of the game, or unsung hero Jersey Subs player of the game, is more the style of someone who does the dirty work, someone who does plays or makes plays that you might not always see on a stat sheet, but immediately impacts the way the game is going and can lead to their team being in a position to win. So that's what those two things are, and we're very excited to add those to the program.
And Will Kisnia's got that last game, impressive performance for the Tigers. When we were here Friday, Peyton Grant got player of the game and Cheyenne Beam got the unsung hero of the game. And what Cheyenne Beam did that game was exactly what that's all about. She wasn't the top scorer. She wasn't the second scorer. I don't even think she was the third top scorer. But she did so many other things, rebounding, assists, the defense she played, and that's why she got that.
So we're coming up on 7 minutes left in the pregame show. I think we're going to take it over to a quick commercial break, and then we'll rejoin you, and we'll talk out the rest of the pregame show as we prepare for what should be an exciting night of basketball. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Buying, selling, or refinancing a property? Gateway Title provides title, escrow, and closing services throughout the entire state of Maine. Let our team of experienced real estate professionals handle your transaction.
We can travel to bring the closing to you.
Residential, commercial, or land, we do it all. We've been helping Maine people for over 30 years and would love to work with you. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
I truly believe that if you're gonna do something better, you gotta start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
Busy, with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
Hello and welcome back to Ed Gursky Gymnasium as we prepare for tonight's matchup in the second game of our doubleheader from Dexter Regional High School. We've got the Lady Tigers taking on the PCHS Pirates. Earlier tonight we brought you the boys action, and that one found the Pirates just falling short despite an amazing effort from Kobe Gilbert. And the Tigers came out with that one in late and exciting fashion. But tonight we're talking all about the girls and an impressive performance from the Tigers. Last time out we were able to watch that one and bring that one to you live. I'm excited for what tonight's going to bring. But as I mentioned before, we thank you all for joining us. We wish you could be here in person, but this has all been made possible, and we can bring it to you in the fashion we do due to our sponsors, and we really want to thank them. So we want to give them a quick shout out. And as I mentioned before, this is the Black Bear Crane pregame show. We've got Gateway Title of Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union, Ames Chiropractic, Rouse Garage, Herring Brothers Meats, local over in Guilford, Bangor Savings Bank, Charles Inn, Bangor Sports Collectibles, Our Family Restaurant, the Our Family Restaurant player of the game, and Jersey Subs, the unsung hero of the game. So great shout out to all those guys. And Our Family Restaurant also local in Dexter. So check out those places if you're in those local communities and tuning in for tonight's action. And I'm excited for this one, Mark.
I am too, and be interesting. This is the opener for the Pirates, so see how they can come out and in their opening game. Obviously, it's different playing with a mask, playing with no crowd. We saw how Dexter responded on Friday night. That didn't bother them one bit. The mask, the no crowd. They created their own energy, defensively and offensively, especially that night. As I said, Grant with the 34 points, but she also set up Jocelyn Page for a lot of points and created a lot of baskets for her teammates. So expecting a little bit more of that.
Yep.
I'm not sure what to expect from PCHS, but I expect them to play hard because they always do.
Having not seen them yet, it is a little bit harder to give you the scouting report on them, not knowing exactly what to expect, but we do know the history between these two schools and these two programs. So we know it's going to be a good game in some capacity. We know that both sides are at least going to play hard against one another, and there's no intimidation factor between these two schools. They're way too familiar with one another. So it should be a good game. One person I want to mention and give a shout out to before we end this pregame show is I meant to do this when I was running down the list of the Dexter players to watch out for, but Elizabeth Kenny is one of the better players I've seen from this Dexter's team on both ends of the floor in a while. She can defend very well, and offensively she's consistent. She makes winning plays. She can handle the ball. She can get into the paint. These are all things we saw last game for the Tigers, and I believe she's a junior, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that's correct, and so that's going to be something that the Tigers have to look forward to going forward, which is this team is good now. Obviously, with the addition of Grant, Beam, and a Wakefield, and some of these other seniors, this is a tough and competitive senior group, but they have young talent that can play.
Yeah, you mentioned one earlier. Well, you mentioned Kinney as a junior, but you mentioned Callie Gudrow too. And she's not the only one. Some players that didn't get a lot of time the other night, but they're going to be good in the future. Coach Grant's mentioned to us before is Hannah Dean and also Peach.
We were able to watch Hannah Dean quite a bit and Peach in the JV game.
Yeah, right. And so expect them to be good in the future too. So both these teams are growing, and on the PCHS side, they have one senior, so they get a pretty young team too. So both these schools have plenty to look forward to in the future, but right now they're looking forward to the next 32 minutes of basketball. Which,
tracing back to the fall a little bit, one thing that we would bring up constantly for the fall sports is that for teams that are younger, that don't have quite as much experience as other teams, this year is very important, and to be able to be on the court and to be able to compete in any fashion is very important, and it helps that growth process. And it really is how you build a program, actually getting out there and being able to play. And I think we're all just very fortunate right now to be able to see these athletes out on the court and playing the sport that they love and enjoy. And giving them the recognition they deserve is why we do this. And we wish you could be here with us, but obviously safety comes first. And we're happy you get to watch it in some capacity.
Yeah, and you mentioned how important it is to the younger kids. It's important for the seniors to get one last stretch of basketball and doing something they love. Important for the younger players and coaching staff to see how they're progressing, because obviously there's no games. That wouldn't help any of these teams for the future.
Right. And on the court right now for the Tigers, you got Beam, Page, Wakefield, Kinney, and Grant. Those are the starters for the Tigers.
It looks like the Pirates won the coin toss.
Yep, another change this year is that there is no jump ball. They just immediately start with a coin toss, and possession alternates after that. And away we go. Little dribble handoff action. It's Ricker. Caught up. Good defense there by Page. Swung over. Good ball movement being showcased so far in the early going. Ricker now has it. There's a good opportunity, a back cut right there. Lemieux had it for a moment, now passing that one away. That went over to Hutchins. Back to Hutchins, a little bit of a delay here. We're not really getting a lot of action towards the rim. Drive there for a moment, kick back out. Decent defense by the Tigers. You got Page all the way out on the perimeter now. Good defense. Ball's again swung around. Again, not much happening towards the rim. A lot of perimeter action here in the early going.
Exactly what Coach Gaw wanted here. They held the ball for a minute so far.
And the way the Tigers came out firing on all cylinders last game, that might not be a poor idea. On the same token, you're not getting a lot towards the rim, but that was a foul on Grant right there. Got a little too aggressive, which that is part of the delay style that can lead to success. You can get players to commit fouls like that, kind of out of frustration.
So that's one player. Dexter doesn't want to foul trouble, that's for sure. Nice defense there, though.
Oh, yep. Ball gets stolen right back by the Tigers. Grant's going to see what she can do coming down the court. Always a danger from anywhere she touches it. Running floater off the mark. That's Jocelyn Page up and in for two.
Continuing right where she left off the other night.
I'm going to start calling that left block the block for Page because she makes it from there with consistency. She gets us started with the scoring tonight. Grant went for the ball again. That could have been her second foul. Not called. Lemieux now dribbling around. Pass out to Hill. Still not a lot of action going towards the rim for the Pirates. Good defense by Beam inside. She's got a tough assignment tonight. She's going to be tasked with guarding Kendall inside. As Mark mentioned, she's a player to watch on the Pirate side. Ball thrown over the top. That's going to be a turnover. We're going the other way now for the Tigers. And there's going to be a press mark.
Yeah, and it's what PCHS want to do. But as you said, they're not getting anything towards the basket, and the Dexter defense will force them into turnovers.
And that was a soft press. Nothing really happened. No, Grant speeds by her defender. Defender falls down. Grant running floater up and in from the free throw line. Grant raced by the defender there. Knocks a shot down from the free throw line. The Tigers have a 4-point lead, 4-0 in the early going. That's going to be a travel. Headed the other way, so back-to-back possessions with a turnover. Not exactly what you were looking for to start the game so far. But as we mentioned, they haven't played a game yet, so there might be some growing pains.
Certainly true. And it is a deep three.
It is a deep three. That deep three is nothing but net in Peyton Grant. How do you defend that, Mark?
I don't know. Is this just a continuation?
Yeah, she had 34 last game. She's starting off pretty well this game. See what the Pirates can do now. Not getting much inside. I don't think Kendall has a touch yet. So far it's been all on the perimeter. There's the touch.
She also has Beam on her, which is never easy.
No, probably one of the better, if not best, defenders for this Tigers team. You can hear Coach Gaw telling the team that don't be afraid to take the shot if it's given. Lemieux now.
Yeah, they're not even looking at the basket right now.
Yeah, and that means the Tigers don't need to respect it at times. Got to catch the ball in a triple threat position with options to score. And so far, it's just being swung around the perimeter. Doing a good job running the offense, but the ball stolen right there. As I say that, Grant's going to have an opportunity at it. Missing on the layup. Guess who? Jocelyn Page on that left block. I could have told you how that one was going to go the second she got the rebound. And then we're going to have an early timeout here from Coach Gaw. We're going to take it with him and rejoin you after this quick commercial break.
We're busy with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
I truly believe that if you're going to do something better, you got to start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now. And that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
Okay.
Thank you for rejoining us as we get underway again here. Timeout was just taken by Coach Gaw. See what he had to say if the intensity picks up a little bit. There's some action towards the rim. Hasn't happened in a while, but Beam takes that one away. She's got the steal, finally corrals it. See what the Tigers can set up going the other way. Beam, she showcased her passing ability last game, so she's a threat all over the court. Grant running left-hand floater off the mark. Kendall battles for it, but Grant comes away with it. Grant's going to back up, take a three. Why not? That one is off the mark, though. Traveling out of bounds, but Tigers still holding on to a 9-point lead. Pirates still yet to score in this one, as we are at the 3-minute 47 mark. See if the Pirates can get their offense going here. Kendall, nice roll, just we're in the right position to find her on that one. You can see the offense starting to take shape, just got to get a little bit more consistent in execution. Pass over the top. Potential opportunity, but that's going to end up in a travel. There's Briley Ricker on the travel there, but earlier there was an opportunity for Kendall to roll to the rim, and she set a solid screen, roll to the rim, just pass wasn't there as the offense kept flowing, but that could be something to watch for as this game goes on. That play was there. And also what's there is Peyton Grant on the drive. Jocelyn Page almost caught it in her automatic spot.
Yeah, again, they got to, as you said, be in the triple threat position, be ready to shoot.
And they might need more of that. They might need Kendall attacking the rim a little bit more often. I know she turned the ball over right there, which is another turnover for this Pirates team. But more often than not, that's going to end up successful. And guess who? Jocelyn Page, 6 first-quarter points, continuing her great effort from last game. And been very impressed with her effort this season. There's the roll by Kendall. It is open. Pirates just not able to find it thus far, but that pass is there. That play is there. Easier said than done battling against Beam, but battle for the ball now. Opportunity in transition potentially. Pass up to Grant. Grant's going to huck a three up off the mark. Page, good battle for the ball. She comes away with it. Swings it back over to Grant. A lot of contact, no call. Grant throws it up with the right hand off the mark. And Jocelyn Page came away with it again. Cross-court pass, maybe ill-advised, but it ends up going out of play off the hands of a Pirate. Callie Gudrow checking in now for Wakefield. Mentioned you'd see her quite a bit tonight. Played well last game as well. We're going to have a timeout here, I believe. Probably a coach-up moment. We'll take it with them and rejoin you after a quick commercial break. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Buying, selling, or refinancing a property? Gateway Title provides title, escrow, and closing services throughout the entire state of Maine. Let our team of experienced real estate professionals handle your transaction.
We can travel to bring the closing to you.
Residential, commercial, or land, we do it all. We've been helping Maine people for over 30 years and would love to work with you. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
Welcome back here as we had that inbounds pass into an immediate Grant three. Kenny came away with it, but that's going to be it's going to end up in a foul. A little too aggressive on that one potentially.
Early stat here, but 5 rebounds to 1 Dexter's advantage, and Page has 4 of those rebounds. Page has 6 points, 4 rebounds, while Grant has the other 5 points. So that duo is doing it again for the Tigers.
I mean, I said this last game against MCI when we were here and were able to watch the Tigers perform, but Jocelyn Page has been very impressive this season. Grant is as well, and I'm not trying to take away anything that Grant's done because Grant is a consistently great player, but Page has really shown a huge growth from where she's been in the past, and she wasn't even bad in the past. I'm not saying anything like that, but she's been very impressive to watch this season.
Yeah, no doubt.
A consistent low post score.
Big step up in her game, and as you said, it was pretty darn good last year.
Yeah, as we see our first shot, I believe, from the Pirates. That one was off the mark, but actually that ended up out of bounds. It might have been an inadvertent whistle. I'm not quite sure what the call on that one was.
Yes.
A little bit of confusion.
Yeah, her improvement in play is a big thing for this Tiger team.
Grant went up with that one, but the foul came before the shot went up. So far, Pirates remain scoreless. As we have a couple substitutions set to check in. Avery Herrick seeing her first action of the season alongside Julian Poliquin. Out comes Elizabeth Kenny and Jocelyn Page.
Avery Herrick, a key player on this team a few years ago, and getting her first minutes of the season.
Yep, very good athlete in her own right. We saw her. We were able to call some of her games on the field hockey field as well. Great athlete over there. So there's a couple Athlete of the Week winners from the fall season on this Tigers team, Grant and Herrick. I think Grant actually won the award twice in the fall. 3-point shot right there, up and in. Just what a beautiful shot there by Grant.
That's tough to stop because of that range. And with other players stepping up like Page.
Absolutely. Jillian Poliquin, another impressive player we saw in both pulling double duty last week. There's the good pick and roll. Finally that play worked, and actually it came from the setup from Kendall. So great pass there by Elizabeth Kendall inside. Found Haley Hartford, new off the bench. But it was the play I'd been mentioning earlier that could be there, and that time they found it. That shot's in, and the Pirates are on the board.
Hartford coming off the bench and making contributions right away.
That one's off the mark. Rebound goes to Herrick, over to Beam, and Beam can push this ball in transition, and she does so very effectively. That goes to Grant. Grant's going to be dangerous from there. Off the mark on that one, but you can't give her that shot too often. I know that one was deep, but she can make it from there. Kendall now the ball. Good defense being showcased by the Tigers. Pass finally gets over to Lemieux. I believe that was Lemieux on that one. Actually, that was Briley Ricker. I changed my mind on that. Good drive there by Grant. That shot's up and in for two, and she's up to 10 in the quarter.
You got a hustle here, 15 seconds left.
Yep, as we approach the end of this quarter. Pirates going to try to get their first field goal of the game. They've made a shot from the free throw line. Going to be a tough opportunity here. Herrick comes away with it, but that's going to be how the quarter ends. Tigers lead after one is 16 for Tigers, 1 for the Pirates. Tigers up 15. That's going to take us to the commercial break, and we'll rejoin you after that.
I truly believe that if you're going to do something better, you got to start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
Busy, with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services. Bill Pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
Okay.
Thank you for rejoining us here from Medgarski Gymnasium as the Tigers start off the second quarter with a 15-point lead. Pirates yet to score from the court. Nice give and go there from Herrick to Grant. High off the backboard, off the mark, but good action. It's going to be Wakefield on the foul. We're going the other way. Avery Herrick, good pass right there on the give and go between her and Grant.
And it looks like a play set right up coming out of the break, and good play, just didn't convert at the end.
Right. Well drawn up right there as we see the Pirates still looking for their first score from the field. Kendall, she might be the one to do it. Takes a shot right there off the mark. Good rebound, good battle inside. Again off the mark, shot just short on that one. Rebound Beam. Passed ahead, that one goes to Grant. Couldn't quite control it off the catch. Poliquin was wide open on the other side of the court, but so is Grant's left hand as she makes that one.
She's so dangerous. Can use both hands so nicely. And shoot from 40 feet.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you get a player who can score from literally anywhere on the court, it makes things difficult. As Herrick right there showing her defensive prowess. She gets a steal. Pick 2 going the other way, up and in. Herrick lays up her first 2 points of the season. Great to see her back in action.
And she can contribute off the bench like this. This team is just so dangerous with so many weapons.
There's so much depth to this team, which is, I think, a little bit different than I've seen in the past. From Dexter teams, they've been able to compete 1 through whatever, and that's a turnover right there, heading the other way. But the depth of this team this year has been very impressive.
And one thing we've noticed after the first game and a quarter that we've seen them, they're trying to push it more. And, you get Peyton Grant out in transition, they're so dangerous, and that's what they're trying to do.
Absolutely. Tigers probably going to try to get some people involved. Herrick in the corner. She's going to dribble handoff over to Grant, finds Beam. Beam, her first shot comes from the corner. That's going to go long. On the other side, that's going to be a rebound taken by the Pirates. That's Martina Hill. Good rebound there.
And we noticed last game and this game so far, the ball movement, incredible. Nice job there by Herrick defensively.
Herrick is just hounding, harassing the ball. She had the steal earlier that led to a 2 points in transition from her. I mean, when you have players all over the court that can do that, I mean, not just her, but Beam and Grant's been shown to do it on occasion. Very impressive and very dangerous to have to compete against that.
Yeah, and it's a deep team, that's for sure. Grant gets a lot of the points, but a lot of other people.
He's also getting a lot of attention on that possession.
Yeah, a lot of people doing a lot of things for this team.
Poliquin now. As I mentioned, she last week pulled double duty and did so very well in the JV game and varsity game. Herrick now, dribble drive. She can do that effectively. She's going to get all the way to the rim, but they're going to call a foul on the floor, I believe.
So it's only a second team foul, so no shooting there for Herrick.
Good screen right there. Finds Grant in the corner. Couldn't quite control the dribble. Going to have an opportunity behind the back. Floater in the lane, off the rim once, twice, and in. Grant now up to 14. She had 34 last game, 14 in the first half so far.
Hey, she's averaging 24 so far. Good math, huh?
Yeah, quick math. Grant went for the steal there, nothing doing. Kendall, good corral right there, able to stay strong with Beam all over her. That one ends up out of play, knocked out by Wakefield.
A good job there by Wakefield, the pressure defense. Another player that you don't hear a lot of mentions, but she does a lot of things for this Tigers team.
Absolutely, very consistent player, plays well, does the correct assignments all over the defensive end. Lemio thought about the backdoor cut right there, but decided against it. It's over to Ricker. Pass into Hill. Coach Gaw calling a nice pass inside. Before I mentioned Coach Gaw, but nice pass inside. That's going to end up being a foul against Beam.
And he does want him to look when they catch it. They don't. He definitely he wants them to be in the triple threat position.
Kendall off on the first one. Hannah Dean set to check in for the Tigers, a player we mentioned as one of the young potential future stars for this Tigers team. And she played well in the JV game we saw last week, and first time seeing her in varsity action, I believe. Good rebound there by Herrick. Both free throws off the mark by Kendall.
9-4 rebound advantage for the Tigers.
One positive of having Beam be able to dribble the ball in transition is it gives Grant an opportunity to set her feet on the three-point line. And Hannah Dean inside. Good work. Quick off the bench, making an impact. Hannah Beam, I should say.
Dean.
Oh, I have Dean on my paper. I thought I was right. Well, either way, Hannah Dean, good job, good impact.
And Grant trying to get her the ball underneath again, get her another two.
Speaking of twos, double two, Jocelyn Page coming back in, this time replacing Jillian Poliquin.
Speaking of Poliquin, she, again, doesn't get a lot of numbers, but she doesn't make the unforced errors. She doesn't make any mistakes out there when she's on the court.
And she's consistent on defense.
Yep.
Briley Ricker just checked in for the Pirates as well.
So Briley and Abby Ricker out there, they're twins.
Grant now with the left hand. She's going to get fouled. You know, the positive of that is, one, she can make that shot. Two, it defends you, and you're not going to get that shot blocked. You're going to get it fouled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so tough, as we said, to defend when she can just go to the other hand if need be.
And it's especially tough to defend her from the free throw line. So Grant, state champion or regional champion from free throw shooting perspective. She's been known to make 49 out of 50, maybe even 50 out of 50.
2 out of 2 right there.
A little bit of a defensive confusion right there. Good communication by the team of the Tigers, able to figure that out. Again, good grab by Kendall, but I think we're seeing a consistent theme with the Pirates, just not being able to face up to the rim consistently enough to be enough of an attack to really make this Tigers team respect the shot.
Yeah, and these Tigers are good enough defensively. You don't want to make it easier for them by knowing you're not going to shoot past 10 feet.
Right. Grant dribbling down. She's now going to get in the lane. Well defended right there. Ball was knocked away. I believe it was Abby Ricker on defense right there. Well defended. It's going to be a conversation about it. See if the ball really did go off of the Pirates, and it did.
So again, 74 points the other night. 72 of those were with the starters in. So they're just really putting on a good show here early in the season.
Had a little bit of an issue getting the ball in, but eventually he finds Herrick. Herrick is dangerous to go to the rim, you know that, and she has a decent shot, so another one of those threats for the Tigers, but that was Beam pulling up. Hannah Dean, another rebound up and in.
What a contribution early on for Dean.
And she's playing extremely well off the bench, as we're going to have Kinney coming in for the Tigers at the next opportunity for a substitution. But Hannah Dean impressing on offense, as Kendall tried getting her offense going for her squad right there, but off the mark on the shot. We know she can make that. Grant, nice dribble, able to get by her defender. Left hand off the glass, up and in. That is too smooth. Grant now up to 18 in the half. Is Briley Ricker looking for something on offense now? Hannah Dean, well defended. It finds Herrick. Jocelyn Page down court. Wasn't quite ready for that one, but that was the right read there by Herrick.
I believe 23 is actually Abby Ricker.
Ah, yes. They're twins, so it's going to be difficult for me to keep that straight all night. Can't go wrong if you just say the last name, but then it's not as consistent.
Yeah, especially when they're both in.
Good pass there by Grant. That went over to Herrick. Whistle to travel. Might have got a little bit too excited there on the drive, but all the same, good minutes for both Page and Herrick as they both check out. Into the game is Wakefield and Kinney.
Hartford and Kimball on the other end, in for the Pirates.
That one off the foot of Lemieux, out of play.
Well, we had this moment. Let's next broadcast next Tuesday. Brewer at Foxcroft Boys. We'll have video coverage of the JV contest for you 4:30, I believe. Check our schedule for that, and then the varsity after that. Scheduled for Penquist PCHS boys a week from Thursday. Right now, Penquist is in remote learning. So we'll see if that game happens. They should be, but we'll see.
Time will tell. As we all know, things tend to change during this time of our lives, and we've all kind of become accustomed to change. But what's not changing is this consistent Tigers defense, as the Pirates yet to score from the field. They scored a free throw, but no field goals to speak of yet, as Kinney got a little too aggressive on that one. That's going to be a foul. One more foul against the Tigers would put the Pirates into the one-on-one situation. Inbounds play, knocked out of play by Dean. They're actually going to call a foul. That's going to be 1-and-1.
It's Hartford who made the only free throw of the night for PCHS. They're 1 for 4 as a team. She's 1 for 2.
Jocelyn Page set the check back in, replaces Dean, who just picked up the foul, but great minutes for Hannah Dean. She came in, scored 4 points.
I think she had 2 rebounds. Good job.
Both rebounds led to points.
Yes.
That shot's in. Nice, well done right there. That was by Hartford.
Good looking free throw.
Yeah, both of them in.
That's in her range, so they got to be careful there.
Grant now the drive. Nice pass into Page. Usually she's scoring from the left block, but why not score from the right there? Page now has 8. Second leading scorer for the Tigers.
Beam with a steal there. Nice job by Beam stepping right in. She got 3 steals. Goes all the way in.
Well done by Beam in transition right there. Her first 2 points of the game. Oh, well defended there by Wakefield. Able to get a hand on it.
Beam just racking up the steals.
That she is, and Grant wants to rack up the threes. Off the mark on that one, though. Battle for it inside. Lemieux comes away with it. We're now within the final minute of the half. Good pass right there. Opportunity to go to the rim. Well defended. Another nice pass. Lemieux throws it up with the left hand. That one's going to go off the Pirates and out of play, but that was a better transition attack.
Yeah, and Hartford and Kimball were in great position to get that rebound. They just went off their hands as they bumped into each other.
Yep, as Hill checks back in, replacing Lemieux. 44 seconds now in the half. Grant's going to get a clean look at 3. She passes it up for a cleaner look at a floater, up and in. She's now got 20 in the half.
10 in each half. Consistency right there.
Coming up on 20 seconds now remaining in this half of action. Good help defense right there. The Tigers are going to have a chance at another score before this half is over. Probably going to play for one shot here. Pass over to Kinney. Grant's going to take that one all day, and she's not going to hit it on that attempt, but it's going to sail out of bounds with 2 seconds left. See if the Pirates can set up anything late to try to get a shot attempt here with 2 seconds left in the half. 1 second, and that's going to do it for the half. And a half that was just dominated by the defense of the Tigers. Score is 36 for the Tigers and 3 for the Pirates. That's going to take us to the halftime break, and we'll rejoin you after these commercials.
Busy with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
I truly believe that if you're going to do something better, you got to start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
Buying, selling, or refinancing a property? Gateway Title provides title, escrow, and closing services throughout the entire state of Maine. Let our team of experienced real estate professionals handle your transaction.
We can travel to bring the closing to you.
Residential, commercial, or land, we do it all. We've been helping Maine people for over 30 years and would love to work with you. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
Welcome back here as we bring you the Gateway Title of Maine halftime show, and what was a half dominated by the Tigers and their defense, leading into success on the offensive side as well. Really want to real quick give a shout out to all the sponsors who have helped make this possible. We wish you could be here to join us, but these sponsors help us provide for everyone at home and make sure that we can bring this game and the athletes get the recognition they deserve. So want to give a shout out to our sponsors. Black Bear Crane. Black Bear Crane is a family-owned and operated crane and rigging service provider located in Herman, covering the state of Maine with cranes from 27 to 240 tons. From roof trusses, HVAC units, steel and precast erection to modular home and communications equipment. Call 977-BEAR today. Also, Gateway Tile of Maine. Want to give them a shout-out. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union, Ames Chiropractic. You've seen them all on the commercials tonight. And another sponsor is Rouse Garage. Stop into Rouse Garage in Dover Foxcroft to discover the difference between walking into a local dealership versus a big dealer that uses high-pressure tactics the second you drive onto the lot. At Rouse Garage, we treat you like you're the only customer. Another sponsor we want to thank, local over in the Guilford area, is Herring Brothers Meats. Herring Brothers Meats is a family-owned and operated business located in Guilford, Maine. We operate a local retail meat market and a full-time USDA-inspected meat slaughterhouse, smokehouse, and processing plant. Call them at 207-876-4395 or visit them at 346 Water Street, Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Charles Inn. If you need a place to stay in downtown Bangor, give Charles Inn a call at 207-992-2820. Visit them at 20 Broad Street or reserve a room at thecharlesinn.com. Another sponsor we want to thank is Bangor Sports Collectibles. The NFL, the NBA, the NHL, Major League Baseball, NASCAR, UFC, WWE, Star Wars, and more. You'll find them all at Bangor Sports Collectibles, located inside the Central Maine Antique Mall at 1372 Union Street, across from the athletic fields. Hobby boxes, packs, autographs, trading cards, supplies. If you're a collector or know someone who is, this is the one store you want to check out. Collectors, have fun connecting with other local enthusiasts on our Facebook group page. Investors, sports collectibles have never been a hotter commodity than they are right now. Get in on the action. Bangor Sports Collectibles, stop in or visit our Facebook page. We look forward to serving your collecting needs. So those are the sponsors on the broadcast, but another quick shout out to two other sponsors we've added this season is the Our Family Restaurant Player of the Game sponsor. Our Family Restaurant, come get the best breakfast in town. Our Family Restaurant, local at 16 Russ Street in Dexter, open 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. weekdays and 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. on weekends. And last but certainly not least, the Jersey Subs Unsung Hero of the Game Award, given to a player who makes all the winning plays but doesn't necessarily have the stats to back it, but they do things and have a quality game that impacts the game in a winning fashion. So really want to give a shout out to all those sponsors. If you or another business you know want to get in touch about sponsoring any amount of games, you can contact Mark Callan at easternmainesports@gmail.com. Shoot him an email and he'll be able to give you the information on that.
Yeah, and about this first half, Zach, now they're on pace to get 72 points this game. I mean, they may not. They probably slow down, work on some things the second half. But offensively, defensively, we know about the Tigers. But offensively, they are just flowing. The ball movement. We talked about the scoring by Grant, the scoring by Page being in the right place all the time. But the ball movement by every single player that plays has been just impressive.
Yeah, and I mean, going back to the boys' halftime show when I was able to interview the coach, Jody Grant, of the Lady Tigers, he mentioned that one thing they really wanted to improve was defense, as MCI was able to score decently well with their starting units in. They didn't allow a field goal the entire first half. So I think it's fair to say that the defense has improved from the last game and that Coach Jody Grant can put his head on his pillow at night happy knowing that they played a better defensive half. They still have to stay consistent with it. This is where you can really learn a lot about a team, is the consistency. If you can maintain the same level of composure and effort and intensity as you had when the score was 0-0. And that's really what matters in being able to improve upon those things. I expect to see some different style of sets from both sides. I expect both sides to try out some different things, obviously for different reasons. PCHS trying to figure out a way to get into the game, and the Tigers probably trying to find some new things to be able to improve upon skills they've already been able to, or trying to already bring back out and fine-tune. But that's really what I got from the first half. But I believe we have a shot. Last week, we gave you a shot from Peyton Grant at the buzzer in last year's tournament. This week, in this game, we've got a shot from, they call him Big Shot Pont here at Dexter.
Yeah, we're going to go to that, and then right after that, we're going to commercials, and we'll be back for the second half right after that. Here's the shot by Pont.
I truly believe that if you're going to do something better, you got to start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center is a practice that specializes in treating a variety of different conditions. We treat patients daily who suffer from chronic lower back and neck pain, headaches, repetitive stress disorders, work injuries, sports injuries, and more. Dr. Rick and our entire team at Ames Chiropractic are excited to welcome you to our brand new Bangor office located at 43 Longview Drive, right behind Olive Garden. Ames Chiropractic Wellness Center, helping you to naturally feel and be your very best.
Buying, selling, or refinancing a property? Gateway Title provides title, escrow, and closing services throughout the entire state of Maine. Let our team of experienced real estate professionals handle your transaction.
We can travel to bring the closing to you.
Residential, commercial, or land, we do it all. We've been helping Maine people for over 30 years and would love to work with you. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
Busy with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
Welcome back here from Dexter Regional High School, where we're about to bring you the second half and the final half of today's doubleheader, which saw PCHS Pirates versus Dexter on the boys' side and the girls' side. And right now we're in the middle of a girls' game, or about to be in the latter half of the girls' game, and what's been a game dominated by the Tigers. 36-3 is our score. Peyton Grant, very impressive first half, as one might expect. She put up 20 points. That's back-to-back games where she scored at least 20 in the first half. And we'll see how much of a run she gets this second half with a big lead like this. But I expect some different looks, some different things to happen for both sides. The starters look to be the exact same for the Tigers as they come out. And we'll have to wait to see what we get here. It looks to be the same starters we had all around tonight. So this second half is going to start the same way our first half did, except the ball will be on the other foot, or in the no, ball will be back in the hands of the Pirates because they got rid of the jump ball, and now it just goes either way at the beginning of the game, and away we go.
Quickly, rebound and edge 13-6 for the Tigers. Grant had 20, Page had 8, 4 for Dean, 2 for Herrick and Beam. Haley Harford had all 3 for the Pirates.
Abby Ricker was off on the 3 right there, but it was nice to see that shot put up. I'm not sure I saw much of that the entire first half, so it's really good, even though it didn't go in, within the first 10, 15 seconds of the game to be able to fire up a 3. It's a good sign of confidence for this Pirate squad. Tigers were looking to set something up there. Ends up going out to Wakefield.
I expect the Tigers probably to work on some things. Offensive sets. It's always a good one. Having her shoot, but it got blocked by the backboard that time.
Yeah, maybe that might be the best defender on the court sometimes. Bottom of the backboard, trying to go for a side floater there off the mark. Kendall now the ball. Backdoor cut was there. So offense is actually running a lot more smoothly thus far for the Pirates. That one's going to be knocked out of play. Going to stay with the Pirates. That layup was there last time down.
Yeah, it was. I'm sure Coach Gaw addressed some things at halftime. And still a younger team, this Pirates team. Only one senior on the roster. That's Lemio.
Yep, and look to get Kendall involved as she gets a touch right there. Still a lot of action across the perimeter. Well, we've already seen a three-point shot put up this half, which now we're looking at a dribble drive, and that's going to be a foul. That's going to go against Grant. It's at least her second. Yeah, it is her second. She had an early foul tonight. Pirates looking to get the ball in play here. Close to a 5-second call. And Jocelyn Page comes up with it. She came away with a steal. Now Beam in transition. opportunity. Grant's going to set up. She's dangerous from there whenever. Oh, wanted to kick that out. Nice defense showcase right there by Sydney Hutchins. She's going to go for the layup up and in. Well done by Hutchins on the layup there.
First field goal of the game there for the Pirates.
Now Grant looking to get her drive going this second half. She's actually going to get fouled on the attempt right there. She's going to go to the free throw line with a chance at 2.
She's taking the only 2 free throws of the game for the Tigers. She'll go for 2 more here.
Grant good. 2 quality free throws right there by Grant. Tigers starting to spread their defense farther out to contest heavy on the perimeter. Swung over to Grant. You can hear the chatter on the court starting to pick up now. There was a little bit of a lull when this half started for the Tigers. They seem to be picking that up a little bit. Screen set right there. Quality screen there by Ricker. Beam now trying to defend inside. Lemio looking for the layup. Quality layup right there. Good post move. They need more of that, but that was well done right there.
Definitely. Everybody's in the triple threat position a lot more this half for the Pirates.
Bigger threats of score as Grant's going to get that runner to go. Are you kidding me? Why not? She threw it up from around the free throw line.
We talked about improvement from everybody, but even Peyton Grant has improved a lot. Coach Grant talked about it a little bit at halftime of the boys' game, how that's what he's most impressed at, her hard work paying off.
Absolutely, and I mean that's really the name of the game, is just improving day after day, game after game, and seeing that improvement translate onto the court. There's no better feeling than that for an athlete or for a coach. A little bit of miscommunication on the pass right there. That one finds its way out of play. It's going to be going back the way of the Tigers. We saw a lot of contributions from people in that first half for the Tigers. Some people off the bench. Hannah Dean came in, had 2 offensive rebounds that both led to points. Impressive for her. So as great as Grant is, there's been a lot of positive things happening on the Tigers side as she's going to huck up a 3 right there off the mark. Battle for it. It's going to go off the foot of a Pirate and stay the way of the Tigers. I will say I do like what the Pirates have been able to do on offense this half. They've been a little bit more consistent with their attack going to the rim. And Lemio had a very nice post move score a couple possessions ago. As Grant threw that one up, and she's actually going to get the shots on it.
Yeah, I mean, this quarter is only 5-4 Tigers. PCHS definitely playing a lot better, especially offensively this quarter. Grant has 25. She's 5 for 5 from the line.
She's off on that one.
That
the broadcaster jinx from Mark Callan.
That's what that was, huh? I don't think I could defend her either.
I'm not sure you and I could defend her, Mark. Granted, that's not saying a whole lot, but
yeah, we're old, especially me.
Good take there by Cheyenne Beam. That's going to end up as a charge. You saw that writing on the wall, and that's why she won the Unsung Hero Player of the Game award last game. Callie Gudrow set to check back in, placing Wakefield here for the Tigers. Grant set to bring the ball down court. Nice pass underneath over to Jocelyn Page. Page now in double digits with 10. The second Tiger to get there, I should say. Grant obviously leading the way with 26.
And she has 3 assists. Grant does now too.
Good pass right there. See,
nice
it
job,
did get blocked away by Page, which was an incredible defensive play right there. But that's better offense for the Pirates. And that pass by Beam over to Kinney off the mark. That's the right idea for the Tigers in transition. That was a good look at it. But back to this offense of the Pirates as it gets stolen away there by Grant. It had been more consistent up to that point. Grant going left, going right, up and in. Finished it with the left hand. Catch me if you can, says Grant. She scores 2 more. She's up to 28 on the game. Callie Goodrow, the freshman, now sitting down and defending. See what the Pirates can get going. Sydney Hutchins on the drive. Nice drive right there. Another player control foul. Beam didn't fall down, but she was in the right place at the right time. That's going to go the other way. Beam takes her second player control foul in these last couple of possessions.
I also want to say, we talked about the mass. Poliquin comes in for the Tigers, while for the Pirates, Abby Ricker and Kimball come in. We talked about if the mass, how they're going to bother them, how the no fans going to bother them. It hasn't affected the Tigers. It hasn't affected players like Peyton Grant and Colby Gilbert. It's players want to play, and they're out there.
Yeah, basketball is basketball at the end of the day, and once you play it at a high level, you stay at a high level. As Jillian Poliquin, nice steal from behind right there. Beam now the pass over to Grant. Passes up the 3. Wanted to get to the rim, and she does for 2 more. She's up to 30 now on the game. Back-to-back games, Peyton Grant has scored 30 points, and there's still a whole lot of time left in this one.
Good segue. If you want to send Athlete of the Week nominations in, you can do so.
Grant now in transition. Finds Poliquin. Going to set the screen for her now. Poliquin, nice pass over there. Callie Goodrow. Goodrow's going to have an opportunity at it. Nice layup up and in. Used her body, contorted there, and found the way to get a layup up and in. Well done by Goodrow. Looking like a savvy veteran out there on that layup.
Yeah, she doesn't look like a freshman on the court.
No, she plays with a lot of confidence, and it's been impressive to see in back-to-back games we've been able to broadcast here. As Kendall on the shot right there. That's a better pick and roll for the Pirates. As Herrick's for the Tigers is set to check in at the next opportunity, which will be shortly. That was a better offensive set right there for the Pirates. It just doesn't happen consistently enough. That one's off the mark. Herrick coming in, as I mentioned, to replace Jocelyn Page. Page leaves with 10 points.
10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals.
That one's in for Kendall. She gets the second of the 2 free throws to go.
Hartford's back in. She did a good job in the first half for the Pirates.
That was Kendall's first score of the game. The Tigers have done a good job against her. We know she's a player to watch. Herrick to Grant, off the mark. We saw that exact play in the first half, and it almost worked there. It almost worked then, and it almost worked there. But close but no cigar both times for the Tigers. It is a good-looking play, though. I like the idea of putting the ball in Herrick's hands and having her make a play. She gets the steal right here in transition. Passes that ball out. Oh, pass by Grant over to Goodrow.
What ball movement right there. Herrick to Grant to Goodrow.
And Goodrow, another solid play and a savvy play to not bring that ball down, to just go up and continue the layup.
And then give and go play you're talking about between Herrick and Grant, that's going to work more often than not.
That free throw off the mark right there by Goodrow, but another opportunity here. That one off the mark as well. Good rebound right there by Hartford. Herrick tried to rip that one away. See if the Pirates can get another offensive set like one they had a few possessions ago. Backdoor cut was there. Screen inside, post-up opportunity. Hartford. Nice pass over to Lemio, and she's going to have a chance at the free throw line. That's better offense and better ball movement and good screen and roll action. It just hasn't happened consistently enough for the Pirates tonight.
No, a good play there from Hartford to Lemio, but as you said, he's having a little bit more. Nice looking free throw. They're 5 for 9 from the line now.
Second one off the mark. Beam now in transition. She's dangerous in transition because she's such a good passer, an underrated passer. And it gives Grant the opportunity to set up. I think I mentioned that earlier as well, but we saw it evident right there. As Goodrow looking to drive right there. Kicking it out. Grant now finds Poliquin. Poliquin puts up the shot. Off the mark. Herrick battling for it inside. She comes away with it. That's going to go the other way. Player control foul is the call.
But as a coach, you'll take that aggressiveness, battle in there for the rebound, and just got a little offensive foul there, and goes back to the Pirates.
It was great work to get the rebound, just unable to convert on the other side of things. But regardless, the Pirates go the other way, looking to continue that offense they set up last time. Some screen and roll actions. Backdoor cut was available right there. Poliquin made it tough and difficult on the smothering defense. Beam now taking it away, but they're going to call a jump ball. Still going to go the way of the Tigers.
The defense there, but the help defense by Beam and the defense by Herrick there set that all up. You know, Coach Grant said to you at halftime of the boys' game, he wanted to see improvement defensively. They've definitely seen that.
Absolutely, as we saw that similar give-and-go play right there. Instead of giving it to Grant, Herrick passed it over to Beam. That play has looked good all night, just unable to finish at the rim as we enter the final minute of the third quarter. A little bit of a miscommunication on the pass right there, but good look by Herrick. Just nobody was there for it. Either way, went off a hand of the Pirates, and it's going to stay the Tigers' ball. Looking for Callie Gudrow on the weak side action. Kicks it out to Beam. Beam over to Grant. 45 seconds remaining in the quarter. Grant dump off to Herrick. Herrick's going to get fouled. She's going to have an opportunity for two from the line.
Beautiful pass there to set that up. And Herrick, as you said, will get two from the line. And it's good experience right here for Gudrow and Poliquin to be playing with the three seniors, Grant, Herrick, and Beam.
Also a coaching up moment happening where Poliquin and Gudrow are both near the sideline talking to Coach Grant. So good moment there for coaching opportunity as Martina Hill checks back in. Is going to be replacing Sydney Hutchins. Herrick was good on the first free throw. And she's good on the second. Herrick now 4 points.
She's come in and made a contribution, 4 points, 4 rebounds, and I also have it down for 3 assists.
And a steal right there to boast.
Actually, that's steal.
They're gonna call the double dribble on that, and I can see why. That was one of those plays where you almost try to continue the other person's dribble, but ends up being a double dribble to call right there. Either way, it was a good initial steal. A nice pass, a right idea, I should say. But Callie Gudrow and Beam were both there. So the senior and the freshman both had the same idea on that one. Nice pass all the way down court. Herrick, ooh, the reverse layup. That shot's up and in. Not sure how she saw the rim on that one. She probably didn't. Either way, it went in.
Didn't need to. She knew where it was.
And Herrick diving on the floor for that one. Doesn't matter if you're winning by a bunch. You play the same way all game. And with 6 seconds left, see if the Pirates can set something up. Beam the takeaway. 2 seconds on the clock. Grant's going to have an opportunity from half court. Shot up. Too strong and to the side. That's going to do it for the third quarter of action. We're going to take it over to a commercial break and rejoin you for the final quarter of action.
Buying, selling, or refinancing a property? Gateway Title provides title, escrow, and closing services throughout the entire state of Maine. Let our team of experienced real estate professionals handle your transaction.
We can travel to bring the closing to you.
Residential, commercial, or land, we do it all. We've been helping Maine people for over 30 years and would love to work with you. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
Busy with places to go, things to do, people to see. Let Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union make managing your money easy with mobile services, bill pay, Apple Pay, mobile deposit, and more. We're as close as your phone. Now serving all of Piscataquis, Penobscot, and Somerset counties. Maine Highlands Federal Credit Union. Personal service, shared value. MHFCU.com.
Welcome back here from Dexter Regional High School as we get set for the final quarter of action. What's been a game dominated by the Tigers defense and a consistent offensive attack. Obviously, Grant's a big part of that. That's going to be a 5-second violation.
And yeah, they got, the Tigers, they got 16 points in the first quarter, 20 in the second quarter, and 18 there in the third. So That's going to do it every game.
Yeah, it's a consistent attack when you're scoring points like that. On the court right now for the Tigers, you got Wakefield, Page, Poliquin, Dean, and Kinney. So only one senior and only 3 stars on the court, but only one senior. So a little bit of a younger group. This might be a trial lineup. Kendall also out of the game for the Pirates. I believe on that far side is Lauren Robinson that checked in. A sensational goalie, I may add.
Oh, we saw one of the best games this fall. It was in a losing effort, mind you, but I mean,
it was one of the best performances by a goalie I've ever seen in my life for soccer. I believe that was against John Bapst.
If we had these play of the games then, she would have got it.
Yes, absolutely. He had a crazy amount of saves in that game, but we are on the basketball court, but it's worthy of mentioning that performance. I have not forgotten about that, nor do I think I will for a while. But alongside her, there's also Hill out on the court. You've got Kimball on the court. And I believe, is that Briley Ricker over there in 23? And Hartford.
Abby Rick is 23.
On my paper, it says Briley's 23. So we'll figure it out. I'm just going to say Ricker has Poliquin on the drive right there.
I got a message from her mother.
Okay, so we'll confirm that is right. My paper's wrong.
And thank you for that message. Anybody, if we ever
Absolutely.
make a mistake like that, we're getting the rosters we get given to us. And Coach Gott did make that change earlier.
Right.
But we just, if you ever make a mistake like that, don't hesitate to send a message.
Yes.
We appreciate it.
Please keep us honest always. We love the constructiveness of the comments, and we will take those to heart and make sure that it's the best broadcast we can give for these players that also very much deserve it.
And who's coming in now?
Riley Ricker.
Okay.
See, it's fourth quarter with 6 minutes and 42 seconds left, and that's the most impressive thing I've done all night. Finally got it right.
No, you've done a great job. Top notch. Watch out, Joe Buck.
Oh, yeah. We'll see what the Pirates can do on this offensive possession. A right idea right there. Robinson staying aggressive after the ball. It was a right idea on the pass, and it was actually open, but Robinson was just moving on to the next set right there. Passed across to Robinson. Good swing pass there. Good hands by Dean off the pass by Ricker. Kinney finds Poliquin. Oh, actually, she found the rim. I'm not sure that was intentional. That would have been quite impressive had that gone in. Ball finds its way across to Jocelyn Page. Now over to Kinney. Kinney puts up the shot, and Kinney's in for two. Off the pass by Page, but Kinney gets her first basket of the night, I believe.
Yep.
Still impacting the game in other ways.
We'll go over the upcoming schedules for these two teams. Friday, go here first.
As Kinney drives down, nice pass over to Dean. Dean, the layup up and in. Her finishing around the rim is very impressive.
Certainly is, as she has 6 points. PCHS girls are scheduled to play at Penquist Friday, but again, I said that earlier. That game may be postponed till later, as Penquist's not in school right now.
Impressive shot right there by Kendall Kimball.
Nice shot there, her first basket. And so after that, they play at Valley on Monday, and they host Central next Wednesday. We'll go over the Tigers' schedule in a few minutes.
Pass inside to Dean. And we're going to have a pair of substitutions here. It's going to be Maisie Peach and Callie Gudrow, a pair of freshmen checking in for the Tigers.
For the Tigers, on Thursday, they go to Central for a 4 o'clock game. And next Monday, they play scheduled play at Penquist.
Off on the second one, Maisie Peach, fresh off the bench, trying to go for that one. Not a senior on the court right now. Not a senior on the court right now for the Tigers, so this is very much what the unit will look like in the coming years. Shot right there. Good shot by Robinson. Well done. That shot up and in. She's got two.
Move.
What a drive right there by the freshman. Callie Gudrow nearly had time to write that other score down, and she was scoring at the other end. Maisie Peach now in defense of Lauren Robinson. She just scored in the last possession. Shot opportunity here. Off the mark. Rebound up and in. That one goes over to Hartford.
She's been impressive off the bench. 5 points and 4 rebounds, sorry.
Yep, definitely playing well as we approach the final 4 minutes of play here. Hartford off on the second one. There's a violation on the shot. It's going to be going the other way for the Tigers regardless. Page going to be set to inbounds the ball. Poliquin looking inside, trying to find Maisie Peach. Good job, good hands by Robinson over there. Knocks it into the Tigers bench.
Averaging right now, this game isn't over yet, but right now averaging 68 points through 2 games.
Not bad numbers. And speaking of not bad numbers, there's Dean on a shot opportunity. She had a quality game, and Maisie Peach with the left.
This freshman group is solid for the Tigers.
Good shot right there. I've been impressed with her post play and her post moves on the interior from what we've been able to see so far this season. Something to grow on in the future for sure. Shot right there. Banked up and in. They're going to call that a 2. I believe that was Ricker on the shot.
That was Briley Ricker.
Yep, use the glass if it's there.
Worked for Taco Fall.
Absolutely, it did if you caught that Celtics game. Good defense being showcased here by the Pirates, but nice move by Callie Gudrow, and the freshman has 6 points.
And she has a lot of confidence out there. She's played minutes early, minutes late, and no matter who she's playing with or against, she's got confidence.
Absolutely, as Paige picks up the foul, getting a little too aggressive on that. I have 9 Tigers down for scores. 9 different Tiger players down for scores in the stat sheet. Granted, that might be unofficial, but...
Well, we got Gudrow, Grant, Poliquin, Kinney, Beam, Dean, Peach, Herrick, and Page.
It's at least getting done in a lot of different ways, that is for sure. Poliquin, good defense right there, but...
9 is a Zach.
Hutchins, good job, able to control. Nice backdoor cut by Robinson. Off the mark. Knocked out of bounds by the Pirates. That's going to be going the other way.
But that play right there is something the Pirates can use going forward. And that's a good play. They played much better the second half. They've scored 14 points, only scored 3 in the first half. They play like they did in the second half. They're going to give some team trouble.
Yep, Poliquin just checked out. Coming in for her is Emma Page. So Emma Page doing the game. Robinson's come out and been very aggressive off the bench. Stole that one away from Callie Gudrow. Now battle for the rebound. Oh, there's another player in as well that I missed for the Tigers. Going to try to get a jersey on that. That's number 20, Lily Brown. That pass over to Page. Page looking to drive on Robinson. Nice steal right there by Briley Ricker. Good defense by Lily Brown in transition. That one went over the back, but either way, ends up out of play, going the way of the Tigers. So a lot of a younger group out for the Tigers right now.
And, the positive about the first 2 games, them winning kind of handily. Everybody's gotten action, which is only going to help them going forward this year and going forward in the future years.
Absolutely, as we saw the Callie Gudrow get whistled for the travel right there. Right idea, just needed one more dribble to complete that move. But it's impressive to see a freshman have enough wherewithal to be able to make that play. And I only say that because you haven't had the high school game experience to really have that sense of positioning. But it shows she has a high basketball IQ, and it has shown in the early part of this season.
And I think we can start talking about the play of the game and the unsung hero. The game's not over yet, but I think probably Peyton Grant would get the play of the game. She can get a full meal at our family restaurant here soon.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
She already does.
She could.
And, unsung hero, we got a few options. We'll talk about that in our next break.
Yeah, absolutely. A pair of substitutions check in for the Tigers. That's Brooklyn Blocker alongside Lily Bagley checking in. That free throw off the mark. Page, good rebound right there. Passing it over to Maisie Peach.
And not only a lot of people scoring for the Tigers, a lot of people getting rebounds, a lot of people getting assists and steals. Everybody contributed.
Right, and also, I will say the Pirates have been a lot more consistent this half. There were multiple possessions where it looked like the flow of the offense was starting to pick up. It just didn't stay there long enough. But compared to the first half, the Pirates did a good job of getting into their offensive flow, looking at the basket, being a threat to score, hitting each other on backdoor cuts and cuts to the rim. And now Robinson, she's been impressive.
Yeah, and she's not afraid to shoot, that's for sure. And that comes in handy because that's what you need to do.
Absolutely. Brown, nice job dribbling down the court. Pass is going to go over the top. There's going to be a backcourt violation or a steal.
Yeah, you definitely, even though you knew it was going to be backcourt, you do want to go get that. You don't want to get the steal and the easy layup the other way.
Right, and obviously at this stage of the game, with the score being the way it is, the outcome is decided, but both sides looking for things to improve and to get more consistent at. And execution like that comes during the game and being able to play together and to truly get that game sense. So this is a good opportunity for both sides. A pass out to Page. Dribbling the ball down now. Trying to find somebody, eventually does. Swing over to blocker. Under a minute left to play in this one. That one's going to be Lemieux on the steal. She's going coast to coast. A little bit of a bump. She's going to go to the free throw line with an opportunity at 2. Final 52 seconds here. First one off the mark. Really want to thank you all for joining us. This is we're about to be at the conclusion of today's doubleheader. It's going to be not used to having to wait, Mark. I'm not used to it. I don't know when I'll get used to it. Violation there, wasn't fully out of bounds, so that's going to stay the Pirates, and they're going to have another opportunity at it here. It's going to be a clean sweep for the Tigers today. Boys won in intense and late fashion against the Pirates, but Kobe Gilbert was the player of the game in that one. Just an impressive performance and a losing effort, but scored 16 points in the fourth quarter out of his 31 total to really crawl and bring his team back into striking distance of that one. Actually had a chance to win it at the end. Good work right there on the inside. Batted around, still batted around. Pirates eventually coming away with it. Racing down the court, layup opportunity up and in. Down to the final 20 seconds of play. The Tigers bench going to begin to clap as they get ready to celebrate another victory here. They're going to start the season 2-0. Impressive performance today. Payne Grant going to be the Our Family Restaurant player of the game. Scored 30 points. Going to have to confer with Mark and my broadcast partner after our quick commercial break on who's going to get the unsung hero of the game as the final layup of the game is up and in. Nice shot right there by Hutchins. But that's going to conclude it from Dexter, and the Tigers come away with a win 66-24. We're going to take a 30-second commercial break and rejoin you just to wrap everything up.
Buying, selling, or refinancing a property? Gateway Title provides title, escrow, and closing services throughout the entire state of Maine. Let our team of experienced real estate professionals handle your transaction.
We can travel to bring the closing to you.
Residential, commercial, or land, we do it all. We've been helping Maine people for over 30 years and would love to work with you. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table.
Welcome back here as we're going to wrap this up quickly, but it was the Dexter Tigers coming away with a victory, 66-24. Peyton Grant ended with 30 points. She's going to be the Our Family Restaurant player of the game. She comes away with that. It's going to be Jocelyn Page getting the unsung hero player of the game. Great performance by her. And I want to thank you all for joining us. We're going to wrap this up quickly, but it's been a fun doubleheader. And